Greetings and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Grimrock. Let's do the proper ending, shall we? The island master deserve it, and this is the ending I totally botched up uploading to YouTube. That didn't work out as planned, so let's go back. Get some food, why not? Let's minimize this. This part won't be that long, but maybe I can talk a little bit about the different dungeon thingies. Wait, wasn't there a key somewhere? Oh no, I get the key later. Right. Never mind. So, let me... That's a long jump. Yeah, let's take this, take that. Ow. So you have 3, you have 2, you have 0. Exit. Hello. Where are you? Where art thou? Am I stupid? Oh, I had to jump down somewhere. Right. Oops. Ah, the teleports me up. That's nice. That was a long way with a teleport. I went in a circle. I should stop checking my inventory while moving around. So maybe I should give everyone except you 2 of these. You have enough potions. You get some mana potions. That should be enough. Everybody has 3 healing potions. That should also be enough. Oh, fucker. Well, like I said the last time, you see from these things that we are talking about the elements. The element of balance is one in the middle. And you kinda need, I think, one concentration to cast a spell. It's not even a spell that's saved somewhere. So, and you also get a hint for that thing. Come on, I said the whole time I don't want it. I have 2 keys. Is this a good thing? Not really. This is really bad. So we can now enter here. We have a save crystal here. The lair of the trickster. And here, if you look at this thing, you see the symbol. Everybody eat before we start this. Let's save. It was a really bitch in the last time I did this. So let's see how this works out now. I am... Such a happy guy. I'm not killing him. Oh yes, because he's a fucking asshole. Can you quit? Like once? Uh-oh. Dungeon The Dungeon Master is the real one. Gone. It took me a bit. Okay, there they are again. Come on, quit! Just wail on him. Uh-oh. healing potions. Huh? I said come, not go away. And he's toast! Oh, 10,000 experience points. Nice. Wizard's Verge. Energy plus 50. Disintegrate. This staff, which has been passed down between generations of island masters, is one of the most powerful artifacts known to mankind. The air itself radiates brightly around the staff as warm magical power flashes through the crystal. The Master Key. Testament. Island Master's Testament. Eons ago, when the world was still new but intelligence had born, the ancestor spirits determined their work in this world was done. Before leaving this world, they gave the words of creation to the people, and among them to the first guardian of Nexus. For the entire history of the world, the words have been kept in several secret places, always guarded by uninterrupted chain of guardians. When the previous guardian got weak and tired, a new one stepped up. But how to choose a strong and wise successor for this monumental task? 5,000 years ago, my predecessor found the Isle of Nex and determined it to be the safest place on Earth to keep the words of creation. A series of trials were invented to test the physical and mental abilities of randomly chosen individuals. Since then, countless men and women have been tested by the trials of the island, and now my time has come to step aside. I congratulate you for passing the final test. You are now ready to enter Nexus. Jonanda of Malaniera, Island Master, 1325 to 1487. He was the Island Master for 162 years. Okay. I guess Mr. Pilgrim here will have a lot of work to do. First try! I'm quite happy about that. It was a lot easier than the last time. I do remember only having a chance with my chain gun. Chain gun! Kiko, what are you doing here? Can you please leave my room? Can you please leave my apartment? That's kind of creepy. Chain gun! What? Hey! Hey! Could you please? So... And now... Let's save. The true ending. Ah, das ist Serpentine Poison. Oh look, the Cthulhu thingies. That's the cube from the first game. Ah, that's the dungeon of Grimrock. Apparently that also has a lot of significance with the Isle of Nex. In loving memory for life, so... Oh, we saw this in the last time. That's really sad. I mean, Häkkinen, there's a Petri Häkkinen. So, maybe his brother? Oh, must be his brother. Can't be his father. Be weird. Legend of Grimrock 2! One-person programming. That's a lot of work. But I think they're also like a really small studio, like only 4 people, max 5 maybe. Level design, anti-Tihonen. Well, maybe they got a few more people now, after this first one was a success. Well, what can I say? It's a great game. I really love playing it. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who plays the same game over and over again. One of the reasons I could never become a speedrunner, because it just bores me to death. But that was now what? 2 years? 2 years apart? I can deal with that. No, even only 1 year apart. Oh, excuse me. But it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. It's what I kinda enjoy the most, the essence of dungeon crawlers. Like, you have a lot of puzzles to solve and stuff like that. Even if I do look up puzzles a lot faster when I'm let's playing or when I'm streaming, because I don't want to get stuck for hours. Or when I have absolutely no clue what's going on. And I did play Grimrock 1 for myself the first time, not kinda for myself. I was in Skype with my best friend, who was also playing Grimrock. But he's not a dungeon crawler fan at all. He doesn't like dungeon crawlers. He likes games like The Witcher and Mass Effect and Archage and stuff like that. And so a lot of dialogue and stuff. I like the more core aspect, and especially the puzzle solving. I'm happy that they kept the grid movement and the real-time enemy combat. And it's kind of hard to say. You little fucker. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, there are different types of ways how you can handle combat in dungeon crawlers. You have Dungeon Master, Legend of Grimrock. Enemies are on the map, and you interact with them in real time. Then you have Might and Magic, at least 3 to 5. You see the enemies. You can interact with them a little bit, but it is still turn-based. You can't just dance around them and stuff like that. You can't really do that in Might Magic 6 onwards either. Yeah, a little bit. You can run away from them and shoot arrows at them. That's something. But it's still not the same. I kinda like this whole moving stuff. And I like it that they did a lot in this game to prevent from just annihilating the enemies. I mean, I'm fairly certain if I had the patience to do it, I could kill Dungeon Master. Oh god, if I say this now, people want me to do it. No, I'm fairly certain I can beat every enemy Dungeon Master without problem. As long as I have a 2x2 square. Because there's nothing to it. You just wait until they are next to you. They take 5 years to turn around. In that time, I'm already behind them and... So there's that. You can't do this in Might and Magic, which is also a good concept. And then there's a third way to handle it, sorta, which is the wizardry way, where you run around, you don't see any enemies, and you have these random turn-based battles, and they just suddenly appear. And if I ever create my own game, I would go with that world. It makes it a lot easier to program, I'm fairly certain. You don't have to program movement AI. You don't have to program, moving sprites or so, something like that. You can just, I think for a total newcomer and a one-man project, something like Wizardry would be the easiest. You have your dungeon engine, let's say it this way, or module, that lets you move around the dungeon, and every step you just random number, depending on how you calculate it, spam combat. Then you switch into the combat module, bam, you randomize what kind of monsters do you expect, how many, bam, here, monsters, fight them, done. I'm fairly certain it's a lot easier than creating like real monsters that move and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, from all the dungeon crawlers that I have played that are also new coming out, there are a lot of people who create dungeon crawlers who don't get it right at all. And there is this, I always forget the name of this game. Let me check real quick. The Deep Pass Labyrinth of Undercost. I'm fairly certain I will let's play it soonish or stream it or I don't know. The problem with this game is that the enemies just take too long, and you attack, and I think you can either move only when all of your attacks are on cooldown or when they are not on cooldown, which is total bullshit in my opinion, but oh well. But the enemies can move freely, so that's kind of weird. I don't know, it's odd. Then we had this 7 mages thing that also just created way too hard enemies, and that pissed me off with Malevolence, the Sword of something, another. The Sword of Akranox. I hate with a passion, and I honestly can't remember one of the old games that did that. And that is this turn-based movement even on the map. But the combat is in also turn-based, but not really. It's this weird mix of kinda Might and Magic. But in Might and Magic at least you only encountered 3 monsters maximum. You weren't like fighting monsters and then suddenly, or at least melee oriented monsters could attack you from the sides, from behind, from all. And I don't know, this the 7 mages thing, that was just so bad because you were having this ogre fight where you constantly had to move in, whack him a little bit, move out, west, move in, whack him, move out. It was horrible design. That is not fun. I mean, the combat shouldn't be the limiting factor of your dungeon crawler, because I don't know, it's weird. And it's kind of odd. I kind of miss the old times. Games like Bard's Tale or Wizardry. Well, not really Wizardry. Yes, Wizardry. Wizardry also had this. I kind of enjoy this part of you have your party. You don't know. You have no idea what's going on, and you're just killing monsters for now and slowly gathering equipment. And then you kill monsters, and then I can buy a full leather armor, and it's great. And I can buy a long sword instead of a short sword. It does 3 more damage. That's awesome. Now I can kill something like that. But and that is where some kind of logic breakup is, at least in my brain. I want these stories to end, because what I just described kind of fits to most action RPGs. But I'm not a huge fan of action RPGs. I can't bring myself to play Path of Exile for long. Grim Dawn is an exception. I kinda like playing Grim Dawn. I loved playing Diablo 3 at release, but no, it's way too easy. Well, I loved playing Diablo 3 on release until the end, because the end was fucking bullshit. That was not... I have no idea who balanced that, but it was balanced about the real what the option was. But still, I'm not a big fan of grinding for grinding's sake, you know? So I can kill the same enemies, but stronger. I kinda like having a progress also in enemies. That's why I love Wizardry. In the beginning you fight wags, bats, goblins, blobs. I think that were the monsters in Wizardry 5. And then you slowly advance, and every level you go down, you suddenly encounter different monsters, and you go further, and then you have death spells, monsters that cast death spells like candy, and that's the progress I kinda like. And you don't really have the progress, at least that far in most action RPGs, because they repeat themselves all the time. So I'm killing the same monster that I killed 20 levels ago, but no, I'm in nightmare mode, and they hit for 4 times the damage that they did before, but it's still the same monster. Do you understand what I'm talking about? If they would release an action RPG where you constantly have different kind of monsters, that would be my dream. That would be whoa. I don't know. I'm wondering. But yeah, that's why I kind of like about Dungeon Crawlers. That is my role play. Stuff like Grimrock, where you sit down, you explore the dungeon step by step, and then you write down notes, preferably in the game. I mean, that's also the thing that kind of bothers me. The people who do these homage games, like, oh yeah, they are kind of like in the past and stuff. I don't want this anymore. At least give me the option to disable or enable it. That is the minimum you can do. I don't necessarily need a minimap in the upper right corner, though I think Anvil of Dawn had this. I'm not sure. Because when I have a minimap in the upper right corner, I'm only looking at the minimap. That's the problem. Don't put in stuff just because the old games didn't have it. The old games didn't have it because they didn't have the power to do it. Give me a way to write down notes in the game. Give me an option to mark stuff on the map without problem. If I want to write down my own maps, I will check. I did play Grimrock the first 3 levels with the checkbox enabled old school mode, where you don't have a map, until I stumbled upon the riddle that was kind of like the meteor. Sleep, I had to do something where 2 serpents gazes meet. And I was like, yeah, okay, I don't have a map. I'm not drawing a map. This levels so far were too easy to draw a map. And then I was okay, fuck it, restart it. Bam, 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 bam. I knew the first 2 levels again already, so that wasn't a problem. And like I said, give me an option to disable it, that's fine. But I want a map nowadays, an auto map, where I can put in stuff, notes and stuff myself. But they had improved. That I think that's the minimum, or something I don't want, at least I. Maybe it's because I'm mainly streaming and let's playing these things and I just don't have time to write down a map or so. I don't know. This was never the fun for me, let's say it this way. I mean, my uncle played I Have the Beholder 2 and I used his maps. I had a guide for Dungeon Master when I was a little kid because, let's be honest, I didn't solve these things myself. So sitting down and making my own maps was never the fun part. And I never felt it too necessary because I'm pretty good at memorizing where I have to go. I did start making maps for I Have the Beholder 1 on the Super Nintendo, but I kind of stopped because it just didn't work out for me. I just memorized the game. Same with the Dungeon Master. Anyways. Yeah, half an hour only, but it's fine. I can live with that. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this replay of Legend of Grimrock 2. There are several reasons why I replayed this. The main reason is because I fucked up the upload last time. Second of all, I kind of wanted to replay this again because it's a great game. And I wanted to see how it feels like let's playing a game that I already streamed, because that may or may not happen in the future. Because let's be honest, when I started my channel on YouTube, I usually played games that I already knew, and I'm not too good at let's playing games I've never played before. That's when I don't know what to expect, so I'm just making stupid jokes all the time without saying what I'm doing, why I'm doing this, something like that. I don't know. Maybe I was also too spoilery when I played this here. But let me know, that's what the comment function is for. Anyways, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other soon. So take care and hit the like button.